Deep. This rookie class is very deep, and perhaps no one is more hyped from this class than Tommy Matthews' old partner in crime, who was just selected in the top 10. My level of excitement for the start of the season is perhaps only rivaled by my excitement to see just what that kid's capable of doing on an NFL field. There hasn't been this kind of hype and intrigue since Tesla's Cybertruck release. So the big question I have for this year is, will this rookie sensation succumb to the hype, or will he rise to the top? Guess we'll find out soon enough after the Week 1 games get underway.
Being such a high draft pick comes at a cost. Mainly, everyone expecting you to resurrect the franchise. What helped you adjust to NFL life?
I must have carried my playbook with me everywhere. If I ever wanted to prove myself as a leader on this team, I had to know everyone's responsibilities.
Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you. So let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
Get out my way, little bit.
It's not easy being a rookie. The excitement, the pressure, the fanfare, the interviews, the draft process. Plus, there's a lot of players banking on you to make them successful too. It was still the early days, but my team and I were getting to know each other, building the bond that would keep us strong and competitive through the coming season. It was a press conference before our first game of my rookie season, but the reporters didn't waste any time filling me in on what the world was saying. I was glad they asked because it helped me hone in on my ultimate goal. I was going to work as hard as I could to make sure that the team and I were holding up the Lombardi Trophy at the next Super Bowl.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dwayne Haskins and the Washington football team taking on Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Out comes Washington here offensively, and their man under center, Dwayne Haskins, the number 15 pick out of Ohio State in 2019. Upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 40.
Well, partner, we've seen rookie running backs come into the league and have success right out of the gate. You think most recently of Saquon Barkley, finished 2nd in rushing yards his rookie season. Zeke Elliott led the NFL in rushing yards as a rookie 4 years ago. Do you think this kid has what it takes to follow in footsteps like that?
I certainly do, and I went back to my notes when I was scouting him coming out of college, and those were a couple of the names that I wrote down. Not as strict comparisons, but that type of ability. He has talent, he has smarts, his expectations for himself are high, as are his teams. And, you know, running back is a position you see going in the first round very often. This guy is justified being picked in the first round in my mind, and I think that he can carry a ball club if they just hand him the ball 20 to 25 times a game.
At the 40-yard line.
So for Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles for their first drive, led out by their quarterback in his 5th year in Philly, Carson Wentz. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Miles Sanders, the ball
Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
tackle made at the 40.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the 40.
We're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Carson Wentz sacked. A loss of 6 yards. It's
6-0 our score after 1.
3rd and long.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking deep for his tight end. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Wentz. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Philadelphia.
From 6 yards away. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. We remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High.
Brings up 2nd.
A nice pickup there. And Charles, speaking of this guy, this rookie, he has been outspoken. A great article made the rounds a couple of days ago, essentially saying that he wants to take this team to the playoffs. He wants that more than any kind of individual award that's out there, and that certainly seems like the right kind of attitude to have.
Oh, there's no question about that, Brandon. And to be fair, if this team makes the playoffs, he'll be in the Rookie of the Year contention and conversation anyway. And so I think that the general manager, ownership, they have to have big grins on their faces because this is exactly why they drafted this young man. The talent was there. They just needed him to help get this team over the top. And if he's Rookie of the Year and they make the playoffs, that's exactly what they got him for.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first right back to him on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown, Delaney Walker. 27 yards. And Washington has retaken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
It's now second.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Wentz on target there to Jeffrey, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From midfield, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
Gain of 6.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. This will be caught at about the 5. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And goal.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. Chris Carson with 2 touchdown runs. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Cam Newton, 4 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they've reached halftime, all tied. 17-all is the score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. At the 20-yard line. On second down, here's Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
To Miles Sanders. A gain of 11.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. It's certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. This pass complete, Wentz to Ertz, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. That's taken in by the tight end, Perkins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll run on first down. Carter, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
A 1-yard gain brings up third
down. Here's Haskins. And he locates Walker, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
37-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haskins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Going deep for Walker. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10. At the 44-yard line. The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
At the 26-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
J.D. McKissick.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
At the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Ball carrier.
That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 35. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Third down.
Back to throw, Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Wentz on the keeper. It's a loss of 1.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Philadelphia, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Washington, they obviously...
The regular season was off to a rocky start, but it couldn't shake my confidence when I stepped to the podium. If the reporters wanted to ask tough questions, I had an answer for them. I said my piece, gave them a good quote to run with too, and stepped away. But despite my answer, I knew the games ahead would determine if the hype was real or just hot air.
I remember that day. The game plan flowed through you, but everyone has someone they can lean on. Which teammate helped you the most?
The whole team respected his opinion. He was sort of the veteran voice of the team everyone looked up to. No matter how things went, I knew I could count on him.